Well. It has been a minute, hasn't it? Hey guys, what's up? It's Lainey, and today is Wednesday, and today I have a lot of things to catch you guys up on before we move into the writing vlog. So where have I been the past month? I got a new job. That is the very short version of it. I got a new job. The long version of it is April was the most stressful month for me. I actually started in March. Around mid-March, I started looking for new jobs. And it kind of came down to the fact that even though I loved working at the hospital, I loved working in healthcare, I wasn't going anywhere. I was grateful for the salary, kind of, and the benefits, but I was not happy. I was going to work, I was doing the same thing over and over again. So I started to apply for new jobs. I applied mostly within the hospital because once you have your foot in the door in a certain company, it's easy to move around in. People like hiring internally. And this is around the time where I stopped doing much of anything with YouTube because I was getting so stressed of having to leave my job. One of the two biggest reasons that I wanted to find a new job was because one, I felt like I wasn't getting paid what I deserved. Two, I was feeling underappreciated and undervalued as an employee. So I knew I needed to find something where I would be valued. Applied for a new position, got an interview, was super excited about it, totally nailed the interview, and I'm telling you guys, I nailed that interview. And I got to the references stage, and then rock bottom came like on, I think it was a Tuesday, because I got a call, I let it go to voicemail, thank God, and I didn't get the position, and I was so depressed about it. I did end up crying in my office. Like, I was just so upset I didn't get that position. I thought I'd really like it. When I'm faced with rejection, obviously I've been faced with rejection a lot because of writing. I'm sad about it, but then the next day I tell myself I have to move on. I'm a true believer in the fact that everything happens for a reason. This just shows fate works in very mysterious ways, because the very next day I got a call from this other company that they wanted to schedule an in-person interview. And if we rewind back to March, I applied for this position, and I've secretly always wanted to work for this company. But every time I've applied, mostly when I was out of college, I never got past the application stage. I think, and maybe I just had enough experience or whatever, but I never got a call back from that company. So I was kind of expecting that again. But I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'm still gonna apply to this position because I still really want to work for this company. So I sent in my application. A few days after that, so this was still in March, I got a webcam interview, which is a little weird. I've never had to do that before, where I basically gave my answers to a webcam, it recorded it, and then it sent it in. So I didn't really talk to anybody. They just had pre-recorded messages. I answered them, sent it in. And it was funny because it was like this big, email about it's okay, just talk to the camera like someone's there, or, it might be uncomfortable at first, but it'll be fine. After a few minutes, you can record yourself and watch it. If you don't like it, you can re-record it. And I'm just sitting there like, they don't have no idea who I am and what I've been doing for the past 6 years on YouTube. But then I didn't hear anything for a month because I'm like, okay, well, maybe their process is just slow. So the day after I got this huge ass rejection for a position that I thought I really wanted, I got an email saying that they wanted an in-person interview for this. So I was so excited. Went in the following Wednesday for this interview, and by Friday, I got offered the job. And I put in my 2 weeks, and I started working this new position at the end of April. And now I feel like I'm finally able to settle down and start prioritizing writing again, because like I would get home from work with this new job and I would be so tired and so drained because I'm learning all these new things. Plus, I'm in the finance department. Coming from an English background, it's just a lot of learning. I'm like learning a lot about finance and the different terms and the different departments within finance and everything like that. So it's been definitely a learning curve for me because I'm not familiar with this stuff at all, but it's somewhere I really feel like I'm gonna be happy in, and that's like what's most important. Also, it doesn't hurt that I'm getting paid a whole lot more than I was at the hospital. 7 minutes later, let's talk a little bit about writing. So what has been up with writing? April was really tough for me. I worked a little bit in the beginning of April, but then everything with my job happened and I had to do a whole lot of things offboarding my old job and writing up all these job aids for what I was doing and making sure the student employees were being taken care of and stuff like that, and then started the new position. So I finally just started writing again last week and I've actually only been writing in Cruel Family. This is the reason why. I'm almost done with the first draft of Cruel Family, and I finally feel like I've underwritten a draft because I'm right now over 50,000 words, and I don't think it's going to be more than 60,000, which I am perfectly fine with. I've always wanted to underwrite a draft. I feel like I'm going to be finishing up Cruel Family within the next few days. Oh my god, the next few days. I've been consistently working on it every single day in May so far, and it's May 7th or 8th, so I've been like consecutively working 500 plus words a day. So excited that Cruel Family is almost done, and I feel like once I finally get Cruel Family out of the way, have a first draft of that, can put it in the books, I can get back to Pair of Prides, because I feel like I'm very behind on my revision plan for Pair of Prides. I wanted to start querying in the summer. That's not happening. That's pretty much wrapping up my month, the past month of what's going on. I saw Avengers Endgame. I did not like it very much. I've been watching the new season of Game of Thrones, and I have been really enjoying it, despite what other people have been saying about it. I have really liked so far every single episode. My newest binge watch that I've been binging has been Lucifer, which I know is now a Netflix original, so I finally started watching it, and oh my god, like, do they realize that they wrote a paranormal romance in a comedic drama cop show? I don't think they realize that, but it hits all of the same tropes as most paranormal romances do, especially between the two main characters, Lucifer and Chloe. Oh my god. And so yeah, so I'm basically watching a paranormal romance, and I love it. That's all is what's up with me. I'm going to finish this episode of Lucifer that I'm watching. I am currently halfway through season 2. I'm going to calculate all the words that I wrote today and put them into the document, and I think it's going to be over. I think I'm like around 51,000 now. So almost done with this book. I'm so excited. We will talk a little bit about Cruel Family in another clip where I look a little bit different. Different background, different clothes, maybe different hair. I didn't update you guys on last night's writing. I wrote 2,500 words yesterday. That's like the biggest amount of writing I've done in a couple months here. Let's put this down for a second. I did write a little bit during my lunch break today, so let's see how many words that was, because I'm not sure. But guys, look at how good my stickers look this month. That is what it looks like. I've written every day so far in May. That's so good. I'm so proud of myself. But I'm doing it as 1 star equals 500 words because I wanted to feel good about what I was writing. So yeah, so you can see yesterday I just totally killed it. But I'm reading The 1000th Floor by Catherine Mickey, and I'm almost done with it. I love messy characters, and all of the characters in this book are so goddamn messy. And right now all of their messiness is coming to a head at the climax scene, and I'm just like living for it. I've been reading it for a while. I don't know, my reading has been all over the place. I have not been reading as much as I want to. The 1000th Floor is like futuristic Gossip Girl, and that's why I wanted to read it, because I picture Cruel Family as historical fantasy Gossip Girl. I wanted to like read about a bunch of like messy teenagers. Also, one of the reasons why I wanted to read that book was because it's one of my favorite tropes in it, and that is well, this one's like adoptive siblings, but you guys know that step siblings, cruel intentions is my trope, and that is a huge aspect in Cruel Family. So I wanted to see how another YA author kind of navigated around kind of a taboo trope. I think she handled it well. I think she's handling it no different than I'm handling the one that I'm writing. So that was a tangent. My Word doc is at over 200 pages. 201 to be exact. I'm still excited to get this printed out. I'm so excited that I underwrote it. I hope that it pays off in the revision process. Like I'm really excited to kind of see this new kind of experiment that I'm doing with this project. So 562 words, that's kind of around what I thought I had written, was about 500. I guess this whole month my minimum goal was 500 words a day, and I've been doing that so far every single day. I do hope to write a little bit more because I am at that scene when everything unravels, secrets are revealed, betrayals are happening. I am at 52,774 words. I know, let's see, I think this is going to be either at 60,000 words or less. Probably between 56 and 60. That's what I'm going to guess it as. And I'm hoping to finish it over this weekend. Also, I don't know if it's just because I've been living in this apartment for 3 years now, but I like was at Walmart last night to get other things, and I found myself in the rug aisle. One, why are rugs so expensive? I always forget that Walmart is cheap, and they have some decent things. I ended up getting 2 of these, and I got a new rug, and they're both blush, and I kind of want to redesign my office to a more blush setting, so I need to replace those things down there. They're red, don't want that red anymore. This is a huge problem. Need to figure that out. I also want a new desk, but that seems like a new apartment problem, not a current apartment problem. I did get that pale pink bucket for my pens yesterday at Walmart. Like, little cake tray is gonna have to go too. I'll check back in with you guys maybe tomorrow, maybe tonight. Hey guys, so I am at my parents' house. It is Saturday, and I never did an update last night. It's around 7 o'clock now, and I'm just starting to write. I've written about 200 words so far. I have to at least get the threshold of 500. But I think I'm going to keep writing until I feel like I don't want to write anymore. Yesterday, I wrote 2.2 thousand words. So happy with that, because I was doing this thing where I wasn't writing in the document. I was writing in like a blank email, just so that I wasn't concentrated on the word count. So I didn't count the word count at all until I finished for the day, and I checked out what my word count was. I'm over 55,000 words in. I'm definitely wrapping it up into the next 5,000 words. It is really fast right now. Everything is kind of rushed, but that's just because I'm trying to get it out and get it on the page so that I can mold it better in the next revision. Sunday night, and it's about 2 hours out from the Game of Thrones episode, and I'm trying to write up until 8 o'clock. Last night I wrote 3.2 thousand words. I can't believe it. I'm in the same position that I was last night because I realized I like writing in here. It's less distraction. I wanted to push through and possibly finish it last night, but I was just like really tired, and I was writing for like 4 hours straight, so I needed to take a break. Maybe 3 more chapters left in this draft before I finish the first draft. I finished the first draft of Cruel Family. I finished it last night right after Game of Thrones. I did have to spend another hour and a half writing the rest of the draft, but then I just like kind of passed out. I was really tired. Now finally after work I can update you guys on the fact that I finished the first draft of Cruel Family. So excited. What are my next steps with Cruel Family? I want to go more in depth with this in a future video, because I'm planning to do kind of a sit-down video about Cruel Family. I'm going to be sending it out to get printed and stuff like that, so it's gonna be a whole process. I'm really excited to film that video. There's a lot of firsts that I experienced as a writer while writing that book, so I kind of wanted to do a separate video. It is complete at 61,000 words. All my first drafts tend to be 90,000 plus words, so this being 61,000 makes me wonder if it's gonna be easier for me to edit with less rewrites, because that's one thing that I've noticed with my writing process, is that I do a lot of rewrites post first draft. And I mentioned this in like the makeup and writing tag, that I feel like I almost do too many rewrites where I'm like throwing out large chunks of the book and rewriting things from scratch. So I'm excited that I did underwrite this, because I think it might allow me to revise it better or have a better direction of what I'm doing, making sure I'm on the right path constantly. I don't know, we'll see. So that is something down the road, because now I'm gonna let it go and let it sit. I am going to be sending it off to my critique partner Amanda, because she's going to read the first draft and kind of do pick picture things with me. Kind of nervous for her to read it, because this is definitely the messiest first draft that I've ever written as well. Now I can fully devote my time to Pair of Prides, because I was having a really hard time balancing both things, and I know I did a vlog on that where I was doing Cruel Family in the day and then I'd work on Pair of Prides at night, but I feel like last month in April, it got really difficult for me and I wasn't really doing either projects. At the beginning of May, I decided that, you know, I think I've talked about this already, finish Cruel Family, get it out of the way, get it out of my head, and then go back, focus on Pair of Prides, finish revisions on that. I think I'm gonna take a couple days break first just to reset my creative clock. I will probably catch up with you guys in a couple days when I decide to start writing again. Okay, do you ever have those weeks where you're just so exhausted when you get home? Because that's me right now. Try to do some things right now. It's already like 9 o'clock, but I am feeling really inspired. The thing that I'm planning to do is send off Cruel Family to get printed. I need to come up with a title for Cruel Family first because I want to have like a real title on the page instead of just Cruel Family. I have like one word that I want to use in it, and I just gotta figure out, I have words that I wrote down that I like, so I'm just trying different combinations to see like, is this the one? I haven't had that feeling yet, but I had a feeling towards this word when I thought of it earlier today, so I need to try to incorporate that into an actual title. Another thing that I'm going to be doing, I'm going to get the Red Riding Hood story bound. Now, if you guys have been following me for a really long time, my Red Riding Hood story through Villains and Wolves was my first completed novel ever. It was the story that the first story that I used in my writing vlogs when I started them in 2016, 2015, something like that. Through Villains and Wolves was my first completed novel, and though it is definitely shelved, it taught me more that I could write a book than wanting to pursue it further. And I did try querying it, and like that's a whole different story, but I have shelved it. I'm not going to pick it up again because I've gotten a couple questions whether I would revisit it. And the thing is that I don't know if you guys are these kind of writers, but I've used plot points, I've used scene inspiration from that book into my other works where I couldn't really go back to the Red Riding Hood story just because like I've recycled a lot of different things in it for newer stuff. It's just sitting on my computer, and I think it'd be nice to like have a physical copy of. Maybe I'd sit down and read it. I kind of feel like I want to, but I know I'm gonna like cringe a lot because it's just not a good book. It's not good writing. It's just a bad book. If you've seen covers for Sharp Hollows and Pair of Prides, you know they kind of have a similar look, but they're different. I'm probably just gonna keep that same theme going for both Cruel Family and Through Villains and Wolves. So I'm gonna play around on Canva, and yeah, we'll just see what happens. So the past 2 days I decided to take a break from writing, and I started watching The Society on Netflix. It's a new Netflix show, and oh my god, you guys, it's like my new favorite show I've watched so far this year. I decided to watch this one because my friend Liz said that it's like Lost meets Lord of the Flies, and that's a really gripped me. It's about these teenagers that go on a school trip, they come back, everybody in the town is gone. I finished the final episode this morning, and I've been thinking about it all day. I've been like thinking about different theories of what could happen. I'm not gonna, no spoilers or anything like that, but I highly suggest you guys watch it if you're looking for a new show to binge. I binged it in 2 days. If you have watched Society, please let me know because I love talking about it with people. Hey guys, so I just got back from shopping pretty much all day. I have never like properly celebrated me getting this new job, starting to change up my office space, bring some new colors in, take some colors out, but it's also summer. I wanted to get some summer decor and just kind of spruce up my living space a little bit because, you know, I've been here for like 3 years now. Went to TJ Maxx, I went to Michael's, and then I went to Walmart. I also was planning on going to Target, but it's like storming really bad. You might hear some thunder, but I thought probably shouldn't go into Target with all this lightning streaking across the sky, so I kind of cut my shopping short. I got this really pretty notebook from TJ Maxx, of course. I always get my notebooks from TJ Maxx because they're always a lot cheaper there. I also got this folio. I have a few of them, but I really like this one because it has rose gold edging here on the sides. Also got this cute little notebook. It's foil here at the top. This I'm also going to be bringing to my workplace because I use a lot of notes. I've come to realize I'm always jotting stuff down and crossing things off, so I really need to get a new one And I like the way this one looked. It's cute. It matches the folio, so I can be a matching bitch when I go to work. Also got this little box from TJ Maxx. I got it because I needed a bigger something to put all of like my planner stickers and accessories in. So I thought this was a perfect size to kind of put all my planning stuff in one location, because right now I have them like in 5 different pouches. So I need to condense that into one box. And then the last thing that I got at TJ Maxx were the curtain lights. This I am hoping will look good, because I'm planning to put this above my desk so that I have a nicer background when I do videos at my desk, because I do them a lot, and I know particularly like the one string of LED lights that you sometimes see in the videos, sometimes when I do or do not remember to light them up. So I thought these would be more cuter, it would give it more dimension. I still want to keep my paper pages up there, so I need to figure out a way to like incorporate this with the pages, because I still want to keep the pages. At Walmart, I got these cute little clip flags. Not entirely sure what to use these for, but y'all know I'll find a way to use them. And then I also got these. These were really cheap. I think they were like $1 a piece. So I'm like, what the heck? I've been sleeping on Walmart for far too long, because I mean, as much as I love Target, Target is way more expensive. So then I went to Michael's because they had 50% off all their spring and summer decor, as well as 20% on top of that for this coupon that I got sent to my email this morning. So I was like, seems like a good day to go to Michael's. So I got this little cactus, and you know, it lights up. I am so pumped for this. I wish it was just a little smaller. I think I'm gonna set it like, you know, this is pretty good lighting. This could be a lighting kit. Oh my god, look how good I look. I approve. I'm gonna leave this light on. The bedspread that I have right now, I got a couple years ago. I don't like it anymore. This is the one that I got, and I like it because it has the colors that I still really like, because I have salmon color things and grays already in that room. So I thought this was like fresh. It looked nice. Back to Michael's. I got this cute little pineapple cup. I needed this for work because I drink a lot of water throughout the day, like a lot of water. I love water so much. I got the cutest design in my opinion. That's all I got on my shopping trip, but maybe eventually in this vlog I'll actually start writing pair of prides. I decided to put up the curtain lights to kind of see what they look like, and I'm kind of loving it. So here's what they look like. Ignore my desk, I need to clean it. And then when you turn off the lights, ooh, it's actually a little bit lighter blue than the camera showing. I think I might change out a few of the pages because the pages are getting a little curled in. I do have extras for this very occasion. I like it. I didn't know if I'd like them hanging over the pages, but I think it kind of looks cool. O'clock, which means we are 3 hours out from the Game of Thrones finale, and I'm just going to do some writing, you know, because that's the thing, that's what this vlog's about. One of the difficulties for me is getting through these couple chapters because they're, again, big action scenes with a lot of moving parts and a lot of weather, basically. They're difficult for me to write because to keep track of everything in an action scene is really hard. I'm so excited to get finished with this chapter and move on to the next one and the next one, because this is when like the true journey of the story takes place, and this is where relationships are being built and things are happening and people are having self-discoveries, and I'm just really excited to write the second act. Okay, so I just wanted to come on here to close out the vlog, but also that Game of Thrones has ended. I'm actually not going on Twitter at all because I know this season has been very polarizing. So I was very satisfied and happy with the ending, and I just want to enjoy that for myself for the rest of the night and my 2 friends that I watch it with. I started watching it with Riley and Kenya. Riley was a long time fan of the show and stuff, and me and Kenya hadn't watched it yet, and this was I think in like 2016, 2017, 2017. And we decided like, hey, we're just gonna start watching it. And it came at like the perfect time for me emotionally. Like my mental health was not very good when we started buddy watching it together. It was like the best buddy watch we've ever done. We buddy watched a lot. We buddy watch a lot of movies together and TV shows, but Game of Thrones was like our first staple, and we binged through that show so quickly. I'm glad we were all on the same page for the season. We tend to do that a lot. I think that's why buddy watching with Riley and Kenya for me is the best kind of buddy watching experience, because we tend to like the same things. So nothing ever makes me want to like rage quit on them, because I agree with all their opinions and they agree with all of mine. Can't believe it's over. Closing out the vlog here, I'm gonna try to finish this chapter, and then I would have completed 2 chapters with Pair of Prides, but I've done a lot in the past couple weeks with this writing vlog. Finished the first draft for Cruel Family, started working on Pair of Prides again, and I think that's pretty good for getting back into a schedule after I switched jobs, because I think that's the theme of this vlog was for me, when life gets in the way and you're not able to do things, major life changes. I got a new job. It really affected my creative schedule. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this very long vlog. If you guys are new here, my name is Lainey. I make videos on books and writing, and if that interests you, if you liked this video, please subscribe down below. It really helps me out, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye.